Hey everybody, Johnny Vivento here. Hope you can hear me well. I'm outside of the Highlands Ranch Library. Okay, it's a beautiful evening. It's been really cold. We had a winter storm last night, and now we're doing okay. Feels a lot better. I'm near where the War Memorial is. I'll show you that afterwards when I finish my talk here. One thing I'd like to talk to you about, the last videos I've been doing, getting a lot of really bad comments. I don't know what's going on with the people. I've been talking about Timmy, of course, all the time. He's doing well. Sarasota Tim is doing well. He's with guns now, I see. He's talking about guns. He's a minimalist. He's not such a minimalist, but he's doing okay. And he started with a lot less, let's say, than he has now. I think he's done well. I think he's doing well. He's improving his life without really working, and he's retired. He's having a great time. He's outside with a fire, having a cup of coffee. He's in the morning, at night. He's around having a few drinks, going out for dinner with people. People are inviting him. What's wrong with that? Why? Because they like his company. You know, he's a good guy. They like his company, man, and he's pretty famous. You know, he's known. Wherever he goes, the guy is known. All these people against him, all these rats that are out there after him. Does anyone like them? Does anyone invite them for dinner? No, of course not. They're all parasites living off this guy's name. I've been accused of it because I put him in my titles, but you know something? I'm not making any money. I'm not here to make money. I just want to tell the truth and entertain a bit, you know, and tell people about Mexico, about retiring, because retiring in the United States is not really feasible for Social Security at 62. Like Timmy said, you know, you need a side gig. You know, so I thought at that time, I don't want a side gig. I'm going to retire. I'm not going to have a side gig. I'm going to make it, but I'm going to do it in Mexico. I ended up actually coming back and working, you know, 6 months at a time, you know, for the next 3 years or so, which really helped. But I did it. You know, lots of us do it, and it's the best way to do it. And don't overthink this. Retire. I'm going to tell you something. I've been back in Colorado for 9 or 10 weeks now. The cost of living here is absolutely horrendous. You know, getting a studio apartment, a room like 12 by 12, you know, with a little bathroom and kitchen, you're talking $1,300–1,400 a month. It's just stupid, really. I'll give you another one. I bought a new car, okay? Which actually is just right there. I bought a brand new car. To put license plates on it was $825, okay? Absolutely outrageous, horrendous. $825 for plates on a car, you know? There it is. It's a electric car. Probably that's the reason why they said it's more expensive. It's a Nissan Ariya Evolve. $825 to put plates on a car. Absolutely stupid, insane, criminal, basically. But that's the price of living in Colorado, where crime is very low. People are amazing. People are kind of straight in Colorado. They really are. But in some places, like in Denver, you're going to get the smell of marijuana everywhere because everybody's smoking marijuana. I don't do it, never done it, but they do it. You know, it's illegal. So it is legal. You can do anything you want here. But anyway, getting away from that, the cost of everything is crazy. Even going to McDonald's, a cup of coffee costs 30 cents more than it does 4 miles away. In certain areas, this is how it is. You know, things, it depends where you live, is how much your cost of living will be in Colorado, especially. A pack of cigarettes in Colorado is like $8, where in New York it's like $13. So things, you know, taxes and whatever, it's cheaper here to smoke if you smoke, which I don't, but if you do, I'm just letting you know that the prices, you know, it's just everything's fluctuating. But gas is only $2.70 here a gallon. Where in California it was $4.70, I think, yesterday. I was looking. So it's a couple of bucks cheaper per gallon in Colorado than in California, you know. So, you know, but the cost of living here is absolutely horrendous. Car insurance, plating your car, you know, the registration, absolutely insane, you know, it really is. Just certain things cost a lot of money here. Even to go to the gym, it costs double here than it does in New York to go to a gym, a 24-hour fitness place. I've joined the local rec center. Okay, it's a local rec center. As a senior, it cost me 45 bucks a month. You know, use of the pool, all the facilities. It's not bad, 45 bucks a month. Can't beat that. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's okay, but I know places in New York, people I know, they only pay $25. So there you go. It's just the way it is. Now, don't overthink Mexico, okay? I've been telling you in these last videos, please do it. I know a couple that just went 2 days ago and they called me and said, wow, you really helped us out here. They haven't found an apartment yet, but I'm looking for them online, and they're going to visit a few, you know. And but if you can speak Spanish or read Spanish or understand what the ads are, you can do it yourself. I told you, when you get to Mexico, a lot of a lot of owners, they have signs in the window, please, apartment for rent, departamento se renta, not se vende, that's to sell, se renta, which is rent. Okay, so you know, you go to Mexico, you're going to find somewhere to live immediately. You will do it in a couple of days. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and just retire, you know, and be good to yourself. Okay, be good to yourself. Do yourself a massive favor, and you can buy me a cup of coffee when you get there and you say, wow, that Johnny Vivento really knew what he was talking about. You know, I did exactly what he told me, because you can do exactly what I told you. You know, you get a plane ticket alone or with your significant other, and you arrive, do exactly what I said. Find an Airbnb for a couple of days, then you find an apartment and stay there for 6 months. You can stay there for 3 months. If you don't like it, come back. Okay, and always make sure that you have something to come back to. If you have an apartment now, sublet it if you can. So you keep it for you until you get back. So sublet it for 6 months and give it 6 months in Mexico, or even 3 months. Do it for 3 months at a time. You know, but sublet your place and come back if you don't like it. There's nothing, that's fine. You're retired. You know, and just relax. Especially if you're by the beach. If you like the beach, if you don't like the beach, don't do it. But if you like the beach, head for a resort town and do yourself a favor and just enjoy your life. It's all new. You know, in Mexico, I mean, I never walked as much as I did in Mexico. I was walking for miles and miles and miles because everything's different. It's like everything is like an adventure. It's like a challenge. You're in a new country. Everyone's nice. In Mexico, people say hi when they pass you. Do they do it here? Rarely. They do it, but rare. You know, but in Mexico, everyone's kind of friendly. And you can hop from coffee shop to coffee shop or bar to bar. Have a beer here, have a beer there. Cost you $1 or $1.50. Okay, not $7 like here. $7 for a beer. Absolutely outrageous. I was in a place the other day, a glass of wine, the cheapest one was $9. A glass of house wine, which comes in a big container, $9. Absolutely outrageous. Why? Because real estate is so expensive here, where the owners have to put the prices up. They have no choice. The real estate, the insurances, the labor costs in the United States are like double they are in Mexico. Yeah, they are. So, you know, you have to think that way. It's not against the restaurants, it's just they have to charge that amount. But the house owners here, you know, who are renting their places out, there's so many basements to rent in Denver. You can rent somebody's basement. There's basements all over the city. Go into Craigslist, basement apartment, and they're renting the basements out for like between $1,200 and $1,800 a month. Just the basement. Oh, by the way, you can share our kitchen, okay? You have your own little bathroom, but you can share our kitchen. People are desperate. And I have to say, they're greedy as well. It's a lot of greedy owners, you know, and really they're hurting people, because who can afford that? So what they're doing is they're giving you background checks, job checks, this check, that check, and making you apply for $50, and it's not refundable. You know, absolutely outrageous. The actual theft in real estate, especially in this area in Colorado, it's absolutely outrageous. It really is. And now Zillow is doing a thing where you pay your application fee, and don't worry, you've got it for a month, you know, as long as you use Zillow. Yeah, right, great. Yeah, so they're assured of keeping you $50. That's what's going on. And there are thousands of people here because California, with the fires, there's so many Californian plates now in Denver. It's absolutely outrageous. Incredible. These poor people from California are moving here because they don't want wildfires anymore. They don't want their house to burn down anymore. Really, it's simple as that, you know. I remember when certain disasters were going on, everybody was coming, especially around the Chicago area, everybody was coming to Denver. Now it's Californians and people from Oregon and Washington State. They are flocking here because it's such a great place. You know, Denver only had 1 million people, I think, in 1980. Now there's like 4.5. Denver, Boulder, Aurora, and all the southern part of the, you know, of Denver. Yeah, it's about 4 million people, I think. I think that's how many it is. Used to be 1. You know, going back 50 years, 1 million. So it just shows you how things have changed here. But anyway, so getting back to that, another thing I was going to tell you, I've been really getting a lot of bad comments from people, and it's getting outrageous. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just saying the truth. You know, really, I am. I just tell the truth. You know, I'm not saying anything outrageous. I'm just telling you what you can do and what you can't do. Yeah, you can go to Mexico. You can do what I did. I did it. Anybody can do it. I'm just a regular Joe. You know, you just you get in a plane and you get to Mexico, and you start. You go, well, I did buy a place because I sold my house, but I could have rented, like a lot of people. And people I know, they rent. You know. And I told you before in a previous video, I know a guy, he's like nearly 80 years old now. He's been in Puerto Vallarta since the age of like 46 or 47. And he's now around 80, but he's a very fit 80-year-old. He rides a racing bicycle. You know, I mean, he's a pretty fit dude. He's rented his whole life. He pays like $400 or $500 a month for a beautiful apartment. What I'm saying is anybody can do it. It's not difficult, you know. People are making out this is a difficult thing. It isn't. If you look at Puerto Vallarta on YouTube, people talking about Puerto Vallarta, they're rich people mainly. You know, you see they're quite well off. I'm trying to relate to the poor people who, when I say poor, nobody's really poor in the United States if they retire without debt. Okay, what I'm trying to get at is that people just who say, I got my Social Security, I get $1,800 a month. What do? I can't really retire. I'm going to go to work in the supermarket or something, or whatever. No, you can move to Mexico, and you don't have to do that. You know, and you're right next door. Even if you have kids, family, they can visit you, but you're a plane ride from them. My son last week took a plane to Puerto Vallarta, $150. $150, okay? So there you go, from Denver to Puerto Vallarta. It's actually 1,900 miles, air miles, and it was $150. You actually had to change in Monterrey, which is a town in a city in Nuevo Leon in Mexico. You changed, and then it's an hour from there to Puerto Vallarta. But what I'm trying to get at, it's $150, okay? Now, I'm telling you, you will not believe what I'm going to tell you. If you take a bus from Denver to Wyoming, what's the name of the town in Wyoming? When you get old, you forget names. Casper, Wyoming. Okay? So you're going from Denver to Casper, Wyoming. It's $130. Okay, now you got a plane to Puerto Vallarta for $150. Doesn't make sense, does it? Get a bus from Denver to Albuquerque, and it's about, I think it's about 110 right now. So I'm just saying, you know, a little bus ride. Well, actually it's 500 miles, but it's a bus ride, you know? So, you know, I think it's a great deal. Mexico is a great deal. The flights are not expensive. They're really not. Especially if you book a month in advance or 3 weeks or 2 weeks. My son only booked 4 days in advance and we got 150 bucks. So do it. Do yourself a favor. Just do yourself a favor, honestly. And you're going to say to me, Johnny, thank you. Okay? I know you are. It's already happened. I've had people thanking me. So thanks for giving us the information because they didn't know. You know? There's nobody out there. Everybody's trying to steal everyone's money. They're out there with videos and, oh, you should come and call me if you ever. Trust me, I'm not trying to make a penny out of anybody. You don't even buy me a cup of coffee if you don't want to. But I am going to put my coffee ad, like Timmy has. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Buy me a. I'm just joking around. But please subscribe and press the like button. And I'm getting a slight cold because it's freezing here again. Even though it's a nice evening, I love it. It's kind of clear and the sky's looking good, but it still is cold and I can really feel it. I don't know why. After Mexico, I've only been here like for 9 or 10 weeks, but it's pretty cold for me. Anyway, love you all, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.